high-level cotton wool cloud just drifting across the ground as in comes down to bowls to Clark. Well, that's not the first time.
Showed just a sign of getting back into things. Callaway bowls, and that's steered through the offside. In fact, it's more than steered, it's nicely timed by Clark, and it's eluded the man running round. Still on contract with Somerset for next season. Callaway in, bowls. Oh, there's a big appeal for LBW, that's gone. Simpson goes. Callaway bowls, reverse sweep again. This time he has found the gap on day 3. As we await a likely Sussex declaration. Driven down the grounds by Hudson Prentice.
To Hudson Prentice. He bowls short outside the off stump, driven beautifully. That is a majestic cover drive from Hudson Prentice. Away from these shores as in comes Harris. That ball's been driven beautifully by Hudson Prentice between point and cover, and it runs away to the boundary. But I feel like it's possible these days.
Callaway in to Tom Clark, 99 not out, and he sweeps that one down towards fine leg. He's got a bit of bat on that. The ball's going to roll all the way down to the boundary, and Tom Clark goes through for his first century of the season. He gets a warm embrace from Finn Hudson Prentice. The Sussex players all standing on the balcony applauding. He takes his helmet off, he raises his bat around the ground. Ned Leonard is in down the hill for the Cromwell Road and bowls to Finn Hudson Prentice, who has rather given that away. It was outside the off stump and he's carved the ball to backward points. Sussex going along very nicely there, 464 for 7. It means they lead Glamorgan by 278 on this third day, and it would seem like a declaration. Figures of 1 for 23 is on his way in and bowls. Robinson reverse sweep. So he can bat, Ollie Robinson. We'll have to wait and see what the future brings. But at the minute, he's got the bat in hand. He's 6 not out, and he drills that one down the ground. And with bat in hand, he's going to get 4 runs.
Really close.
Coulson in again. Robinson down the wicket, and he pulls it away. Well, that's one of his favourite shots. 1 bounce, 4 from Ben Callaway, who's in his 43rd over. In comes Callaway again, bowls, and Robinson.
I was gifted one by my club captain a couple of seasons ago. As this is full, big swing from Clark. I think he might have found the gap this time. He has. Mid-wicket boundary, bang, it goes into the advertising. I've just Googled, I beg your pardon, I've just searched online. Other search engines are available. Galwin in again, that ball takes a thick inside edge into the leg side. No, it doesn't. It's bowled.
She will be very keen to improve on as Nadcat bowls, and Root pulls him through mid-wicket and has timed that sweetly, and it will run down the hill. They're a hardy lot, aren't they?
They are. Well, I reckon Chris is as well, because it doesn't look to me like shorts weather.
Nadcat is in to bolt.
Ollie Robinson is in, bowls, and Ingram's punching that one away. Lovely shot. That's going to be 4 runs. Glamorgan needing 305 if they're going to make Sussex bat again in this game. Meanwhile, in the top of the table clash, I think he wants a helmet and pads brought out. Maybe he thinks there is time for another over before lunch. In comes Robinson, bowls, and Ingram.
The fielder each deep on the boundaries, either side of the square, full and driven out towards that fielder at deep extra cover. In fact, it's going to beat the fielder at deep extra cover. It's going to go to the boundary.
In bowls, Ingram drives beautifully. That's a lovely shot. Quality shot from a quality player. Slightly over-pitched by J. Devon Nugent.
Last ball of the Nadcat over from the Cromwell Road end, and Ingram hoiks that one away on the leg side. A little flick, and it... But very close. As next ball is dispatched through the covers to add insult to injury as far as...
Oddly enough, they managed to win the test match. That was in the coldest conditions in the end. The Oval, just a couple of days ago, as this is another full ball. It's been driven beautifully by Root, straight down the ground. And that is a boundary. Clever, clever schools. Now then, 2 slips and a gully in place for Henry Crocom's 3rd over. For Henry Crocom, in he comes now. He bowls this short outside the off stump. It's been guided away nicely, punched off the back foot, really. Getting a very good length, very disciplined. And he comes to Carlson again. This is full, over pitched, and it's been driven away for 4. Terrific shot from Carlton into Colin Ingram now. Still with 3 slips in place. Full, driven beautifully between point and cover, and that's going to run away to the boundary for 4.
Bowls. Carlson slashes that one through backward point for 4 runs.
And he comes to Colin Ingram. It's full, driven beautifully by Colin Ingram. Well, Ollie Robinson just looked at that shot.
Robinson will try his luck from around the wicket, and Ingram dispatches the first ball through point for 4 runs. As Hudson Prentice bowls, Carlson on the drive, 4 runs surely, or will it be overhauled? It's certainly...
In comes Hudson Prentice down the hill, bowls to Ingram wide, hammered away. You just cannot afford... In comes Hudson Prentice round the wicket, bowls to Ingram, who drives. Oh, beautiful. I mean, when Colin Ingram is like this, I mean, clearly I would like Sussex to win this game, but...
Carlson to Carlson, who comes down the wicket and hits over the top, and it's gone for 6.
And you'll hear us talking about Finn Hudson Prentice running down the hill past the umpire, bowls to Carlson. That's a beautiful shot. This has been a lovely exhibition by these two, you know. Henry Crocombe was very fast across the ground. In comes Hudson Prentice, bowls, and Ingram works that one down to 3rd man, and he's going to pick up at least a couple of runs. In fact, he's going to pick up a boundary. No, too many sharks.
Carlson in. Oh, this one's gone up in the air. There's a chance here for a 3rd wicket for Sussex. The catch is taken.
Crocombe down the hill. Oh, short northeast pulls. Is he going to be caught? He's gone.
I'll tell you about them in a sec.
Crocombe in bowls, pulled away by Kellaway, but unlike Sam Northeast, he's going to get a boundary. That was a good shot, pulled it away.
The cricket on the radio, the old TMS boys and girls, as that ball's driven beautifully. That's a full toss, and it's been dealt with by Ben Kellaway.
As in comes Crocombe, bowls. Oh, Carlson, well, he's hammered that away.
49 not out, and he's turned that one away on the leg side, and he will go through for the single that brings him his half-century. 153 for Glamorgan. Carlson, the 2nd half-centurion of the innings.
Anyway, in comes Carlson. Bowls swept by Kellaway, and he's going to be swept for 4 runs. Nice looking shot.
As Crocombe bowls and Kellaway pulls through the leg sides, and he's got hold of that one as well.
Let's break off for a moment. Carlson in bowls, Carlson drives, lovely shot. Now Tom Clark is after this, but even somebody who can run as fast as Tom Clark won't cut that up. Anyway, fingers crossed, but it is really gloomy here at the moment. Carlson in bowls, pulled away. Well, I'll tell you what, that was very nearly a good stop by Finn Hudson Prentice in there.
It's been unusual, really, that it's turned without needing any footmarks from fairly early on in the game.
Here's Carlson in once again, reverse sweep this time attempted. Maybe one of the only things Glamorgan have going for them right now. Here's Carlson once again, as that ball's been looped up in the air. It's caught at short leg. Terrific catch, Carlson. He's close on the offside, that's all you need to know.
Settle for silly point, Howard.
Under the batter's armpit. As that ball's been turned into the gap at fine leg, it's going to run away to the boundary for 4.
Robinson is in bowls. A big appeal and given.
Ollie Robinson now in for the 2nd over of this spell. The outside edge. No, he takes the outside edge. He's got the catch. Didn't even look back at the umpire. It's been a productive spell already for him. And this time the ball's been guided out past the fielder at cover. There's a fielder at deep 3rd actually with the seamers on. Here's Ollie Robinson in. Short, pulled out towards the fine leg region, and it's going to get to the boundary. I decided not to do it. Really on the way back, I decided to walk around the gap. It's a longer walk, but worth it for me. Here's Ollie Robinson. Full and bowled him!
We've been very lucky here today.
Yeah, it's been rain affected. Here's a nut cut into Ned Leonard, who drives.
Shot.
That's a beautiful shot from Ned Leonard. Goodness me, promote him.
You know, I think he's played very well, Nick. Crocombe down the hill, bowls. Oh, and he bowls him!